I've never seen Star Wars before, and I'm gonna try and explain who the characters are and the storyline. I've googled pictures of the characters, and you know how hard it is to Google pictures of Star Wars characters when you don't know their names. So I've tried to do that. God knows how I've gone. I'm just going to try and explain my minimal knowledge of Star Wars. This guy, I know that's a stormtrooper. I don't know why they're called stormtroopers. I'm assuming they're like the bodyguards for like the guy in black. So I'm assuming that they like look after him, follow him around wherever he goes, and just wreak havoc, probably. A bit like Hitler's minions. But they kind of have the same mask as the guy in black. And I know this guy, he's Darth Vader, and the thing he's holding is a lightsaber, and he is one of the guy's father, but he knew that he was the guy's father, but the guy didn't know that he was the father. I know he's a bad guy, and he wears black, so that proves he's a bad guy. The little torchy thing he uses to fight with people, it's like a little electronic sword. Yeah, like I said, I know he's the other guy's father, but I don't really know what happened in the family that they didn't really know each other. Okay, so this I know is Luke Skywalker. That's Luke's dad. I have a feeling that little Luke here lived with like his grandparents on another planet, and I think that the little stormtrooper guys made something happen to his grandparents. I think I remember some kind of like a car race with little hover cars in like a desert island. I think I've seen something like that. Luke's grandparents were in a car crash in a hovercraft, and like the Darth Vader guy and these little stormtroopers caused it, because then like Luke spends his life being grumpy and like trying to fight everyone. And that's Princess Leia. And I've got a feeling the way she's holding him, there's a little something going on there. That's as far as I know. Like she's got wacky hair. She's a princess. Princess Leia. Whatever. She's a princess, so she's obviously from like another country. Maybe she's joined forces with old Luke to get the bad guy, but that's before they know that the bad guy is his father. I literally have no idea who this guy is. He's got a lightsaber too, so maybe he like trains Luke, like maybe he was Luke's grandfather. I'm gonna go with Luke's grandfather, the Hitler guy, Darth Vader's dad. He's got a different colour torch thing. I know as a Wookiee, and I've recently learned that his name is Chewbacca. Chewie is like Luke's little friend, like his little pet. He just like follows him around and helps him. Kind of looks like that movie Harry and the Hendersons, where they like catch the Yeti. Yeti. Yoda. And he speaks real weird because like people try and talk like him and like give me references and I have no idea. But I think he speaks like backwards, so he says something and what normally goes at the front he ends with. But he looks like a real wise guy, like a Mr. Miyagi kind of dude. He's wearing the white suit. Maybe he's a stormtrooper and then his helmet got ripped off when they were fighting. That's the desert island. like the desert thing, that I thought there was like the hovercraft race happening where someone died. Now here's where it gets confusing, because I googled Star Wars characters and these guys came up. I don't think anyone in Star Wars dresses like any of those. And this guy kind of looks like Matt Damon. I don't know if he is from Star Wars. He looks like he could be like on the bad guys team, but he also looks like he belongs in Slipknot. I don't know. It's just like a really shitty like Ned Kelly. Like if someone from Star Wars just found like Stormtrooper's helmet and just like painted it green with a spray can for Bunnings, just went all bonkers on people. Like he just looks like a really shitty wannabe Superman, the jealous ex-lover of Princess Leia or something, and he's trying to fight Luke for her. I googled Star Wars robots because I know there's robots. I found these two guys, and I'm pretty sure they're in Star Wars. I think the gold guy is R2-D2, and I know he's friends with Luke because he's more like human, and I don't really think that the robot will be friends with Luke's dad. This little robot-y guy, he's on Luke's team too, because like they're pretty friendly in this photo, unless he's like a spy pretending to be really nice and like helping Luke out, but really Darth Vader like sent him in to find Luke and bring him Luke and like have a reunion. Again, I'm pretty sure it's in Star Wars, but I'm not so sure. It's kind of like Troy, where they built the wooden horse and they all hopped inside and then wheeled it in and pretended it was like a present for the king or whatever. So I'm wondering whether like Luke and Princess Leia made this with like the gold guy, like R2-D2, and taken it to Darth Vader's country, and then they're just going to surprise everyone. There's got to be more to the story, because like for that many movies, there's no way that that's a big enough storyline. I feel like Star Wars, there's not really like any galactical shit going on. So there'd have to be some kind of war in the sky. I don't know.